होमज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरकृष्णे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थसुभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनश्च भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहेतुकी। Reading from Śrīmad Bhāgavata, Canto 10, Chapter 39, verse 35. So in the previous class we read that Krishna is leaving Vraj. He sat on the chariot, it's moving. The cowherd people headed by Nanda Maharaj are behind him, carrying the various gifts for Kamsa. And then gopis, they also came and they started walking, and they were expecting Krishna to give some message to them or return, and they stood there. So now it says, Tas tatha tapyatir viksha swaprasthane yaduttamaha santvayamasa sapraimair ayasyeti dautyakaihi. So when they were walking like this, then Krishna, who is the best of the Yadus, he saw that they were suffering. So tapyatir bhiksha, because of his prasthan, his movement to Mathura. So actually stha means to stay, but prasthan means to go. So prasthane, otherwise it should mean that he was staying. So swaprasthane sati means when he started moving, or he was ready to leave, or rather he was already moving. Then he saw that gopis, they were very much distressed, they were suffering, tapyati. So then, with great love, he gave them solace. Santvaya masa sapremir ayasya iti datyake. And he said that I will come back, I will return. And iti datyake, through the messengers. So there are two ways to see this. One is that he gave solace to them through the messengers, datyake. Other is that he himself said, Santyamasa Sapremai, with great love and affection, he solaced them. And what did he say? Ayasya iti, I will come. And Datyakai, he also was sending maybe more elaborate messages through the messengers, because he is sitting with Akrura and Balram, so he cannot give a big talk there. So he just said, I will come. And then he sent messengers. So it can be seen, the verse can be seen that he only gave messages through the messengers, or he also spoke himself and also sent messages through messenger. So both can be seen in this sloka. So tapyati santapya manam. So tapyati means those gopis who are suffering, who are in distress. Yadunam palne pravrittammatitvat yaduttama. So he is called here already as Yaduttama, the best of the Yadus, because his mind was now set in giving protection to the Yadavas who were being tortured by Kamsa, because Kamsa is not a Yadava. So, but he was ruling there by his power. Dautyakai duta vakyai. Dautyakai means through the words of the messengers. Karmanishya, so it's change applied in karma. And bahuvachanena yatha tasam prabodho bhavati tatha bahuprakari. So there is a plural used here, not datyakena. If he sent only one message, then it should be in singular. But it said datyakaihi, so means at least three or more. So therefore he says that Bahuvachan says that he sent various messages to address them, tatha, somehow, so that he can make them understand and so that they don't suffer. So Bahu Prakarai Tad Vishwas Utpadaka Shapat Sat Sahitairiti. So trying to create trust in him or in his, through his words, and Shapat Satai means he was giving various Shapat, various promises to them that I will definitely come. Ka pratyayena anukampa vyanjakaihi. So in Datya Ka, so Datya is same as Duta, Datya, now Ka is used. So Ka is used here and as in Anukampa Artha. Means out of compassion, he had feeling for them. Sapremahi sapremabhiriti. So he was also full of love for them. And thus he spoke. Yatha yuyam mam vina vibhinna dhairya tathaiva ahamapi vidirna hridaya eva paradhinam. So he says that just as your heart is torn, your patience are lost because of separation from me, I am also in the same state of mind. Vidirna hridaya, my heart is completely torn, but I am not independent. Paradhina eva, I am under the control of the elders, so I have to go. Bhaktinam smita madhura kataksha madhvikam trijagati durlabham swadhirasnaya lihaneva jivan puriniyami. So I am going to Mathura while living by licking with my tongue of intelligence the most rare nectar of your smiles, your sweet words, your affectionate looks, which is not available anywhere in the three worlds. In other words, he is saying that there is nobody whom I love more than you, gopis. So do not think that I am being indifferent and I am just going away. So I will be back. So yadi aham parashvo nagamishyami tada yuyam aham cha yugpadeva pranam dhartum na prabhishyami. So he says that if I will not come day after tomorrow, then all of you and I, we all will die, because it will not be possible that we can survive in separation. Yadi va paramayuhu pravalyad asha bandhacha jivishyama tadapi tajjivanam maran kotito api ati kashtam ityadi. But somehow, because we have long life and we will not die, because it's not that you can die just because you want to die. Many times people try to commit suicide, they don't die because they have life. So he says, if it is not our time to die, then we will live. But that living will be worse than death. So param maran kotitopi ati kashtam. It will be worse than the pain of death million times. So premamritam rakshitair ityartha. So because we can be living by love. Ayasya ayasyami parashva. So I will come back day after tomorrow. Agaman prakara tu parishtad vyakhyasate. How he will come, it will be explained later on. Yavad alakshate ketur yavad renu rathasya cha anuprasthapita atmano lekhyaniva pralakshitaha. So the chariot moved now. Krishna is going, and gopis were standing there looking at him. So he says that as long as they saw the chariot or the dust, because after some time there was no chariot visible, but still they could see the dust raised in the air, they remained standing there. Because anuprasthapita atmano, their atma, their prana, their life was following him. And therefore they are standing there just like bodies without life air. So, lekhyani eva upalakshita. Lekhya means like painting. Lekhya lepyascha. There are 8 types of forms of deity. So one of them is called Lekhya, lepya. So like dolls, basically, painting is lepya. So they were standing there, dolls means just like no life remaining in them. Because life is anuprasthapita atmana. That their atma, their mind were just going with him. Because it is the most painful situation seen. Sometimes you see on train station or airports such kind of scene. When somebody who is very dear is leaving, then people feel like that. They keep on looking till the person goes, standing outside until it becomes invisible. So in the same way they are standing. So alakshate kinchit lakshanena ishad drishyate ityartha. So yavad alakshate means as long as they could see some sign that he is there. They are not able to see him, but chariot or dust, that is also yatra yatra dhumas tatra tatra vanni, wherever there is smoke there is fire, so wherever there is dust there is Krishna. So as long as they were seeing the dust, they were standing as if he is there. Gachantam kantam anuprasthapita atmano manansi yabhiri. So what are these gopis? They are called here as anuprasthapita atmana. As if they are placed their atma or their mind in Krishna who is living. Means that they came back but mind went with Krishna. Or they are standing there but the mind is going with him. Ateva lekhyani iva chitrani iva upasmipe lakshita loke drishta. So therefore they are described here like painting. As if they are standing, they have no life. And upalakshita, that's how they appeared to others. People who looked at them, they looked as if they have no life because they are not blinking. They also not having any breathing visibly. So that's how they appeared. Ta nirasha nivavartu govinda vinivartane vishoka hani ninyur gayantya priya cheshtritam. So how long did they stay there? So there are statements, or some commentators have explained that they actually spent the night there only, or they stayed there for a few days. They did not come back. Maybe in some other Puranas, I think there is some place also which is identified. That's where gopis stayed. So finally, Govinda Vinivartane Nirasha. So then they lost hope of his return. He's gone. They still had hope that somehow maybe he will play some trick and come back, or he will convince them not to go. So that's why they kept on waiting there for a long time. But then, probably when it was evening, they came back. So therefore, Nivam Vrittu, they returned. And obviously they are very full of grief, Vishoka. Ahani Ninyur Gayantya Priya Cheshtita. So how did they pass their days and night? Because earlier it was said that for them, one moment of separation was like a yuga. So Trutirugayate Tvam Pasyatam. So he says that they passed their time Gayante Priya Cheshtitam. That while singing the activities of Krishna, they passed their time. And they were especially singing his activities in which he consoled them, or he said statements like, I am the protector of the Braja, like when there was rain and hailstorm sent by Indra, then he says, I will give protection. Or when some Asura came, so like Vrishabhasura came, so he protected them. So they will sing because that would give them solace. Also remembering his words that he said he will come back. So this is how they passed their day and night. So Govindasya vinivartane nirasasta. So they lost all hope of Krishna's return. Became certain to them that he is gone. So tatasthanat nivavritu. So they, from that place, they came back. Swameva asau sarvan vanchitva nivartishyati iti asa asit sa nashta ityartha. So what is the meaning that they lost hope? It says that previously they had a hope that somehow Krishna, he will deceive all these people and come back. But now they lost that kind of hope, that it is not, he is certainly gone. Therefore they are in great grief, not shoka but vishoka. So vishishta shokavatya eva ahani dvair ninyu. So they passed. So here the word used is ahani. So ahani. How does it go? So it means 2 days. Or it is a arsha prayog because it's not 2 days, there are more days. So or some say that the reading should be ahani. So iti artha iti eke. So different explanation of this word ahani. Ahani. So now this chapter, this part is over, part of separation. Now the description, what happens with Krishna. So Bhagavan api samprapto Rama krura yuto nripa rathena vayu vegena kalindima aghanashini. So what did Krishna do? Krishna, who was with Balaram and Akrura, they moved with the speed of the wind and they reached Kalindi, Yamuna river. So he is moving at a great speed from there because he also doesn't want to be in distress and looking. So he wants to go away quickly, because he also has to control his emotions. Balaram and Akrura is there, so he cannot express them. So quickly they left and then they came to Kalindi. So Kalindi is called here as Aghanashini, or which purifies one's aghas. So here it means hoping that by seeing Kalindi, his separation will be reduced. So that's how they came. But it took long time to reach, although it says Vayu Vegena. They came only at noon time. They left in the morning. So So the reason is that there is no road or anything. It is a forest. So how will you move so fast in the forest with trees? Also you can get lost. And then you realize you are going in the wrong direction. So it took time. Tatra upsprishya paniyam pītvā mrishtam maniprabham vrikṣasandam upavrijya saramo ratham avishat. So then when they came to Yamuna, then Krishna and Balaram, they got down and he touched the water, which means he did Achman, and then he drank. And the water was very, very clean. Not now. So Mani Prabham, it was shining like a gem, clean. Because there is no pollution in the water, it comes from the mountain. There is nothing on the way which pollutes it. So the Krishna himself drank Yamuna water, which means he was also drinking on other days. We also saw earlier. Then he came in a cluster of trees along with Balaram and sat in the chariot. So Vriksha Shandam Upavrajya Saramo Ratham Avishat. So there is no commentary in these words in slokas. So now it describes experience of Akrura. Akrura stavo upamantrya niveshya charatho pari kalindya hradam agatya snanam vidhivadacharat. So Akrura also took permission from them, both of them, and making them sit on the chariot, he came to the lake of Kalindi. There was some lake which was connected to Kalindi, and then he took snan, bath in the lake according to the rules of Shastra. So rathopari niveshya iti sukhopaveshartha. So why it is said that he made them sit in the chariot? He said just to show that he made that they are sitting without any discomfort. Because he is going to take some time to go take bath, chant his Gayatri and come. Krishna and Balaram has not taken Diksha yet, Gayatri Diksha, so they don't have to do Sandhya Vanda. But it was custom for the Dvijas, so he will chant his Gayatri noon time. So he makes them sit. But it is described here Shatrubhya Shankayava, or the meaning is that he made them sit, and as it was said in the previous sloka that there was a cluster of trees, so he was trying to hide them, just thinking that there is no attack from the enemies, because they are already going to Mathura. Kamsa wants to kill, so who knows what is his plan. Cannot trust. So Vishwaso Naiva Kartabhya Strisu Rajkuleshu. So you cannot trust the kings, politicians, what they can do. They can change, although he made his plan, but who knows, he may have sent someone to kill. So that's why he was like trying to put the chariot so that it is not visible. That is the meaning of here, because he says he has doubt that enemies can come and attack. Nimajya tasmin salile japan brahma sanatanam taveva dadrisho kruro Ramakrishna samanvito. So then he went in the lake, Yamuna lake, and he took a dip in it, and then he was chanting Gayatri. So Brahma Sanatanam, Brahma here means Gayatri. And then in the water he saw Krishna and Balaram. So he says, what is this? Dadrisha akruro Ramakrishna Samanvita. So he was astonished to see, what is this? I am seeing this Krishna and Balaram here. Swaswamantra dhyaya rupadapi adbhutam rupam ikshitam. So Gayatri he was chanting, and Gayatri is about Vishnu, but he saw even more wonderful form, and that is of Krishna and Balaram. So that's why what is being described here, that he saw the Adbhut Rupa of Krishna and Balaram. Vraje akrurena tatraiva nishtham api apah chetas. So why is that? That earlier he was a worshipper of Vishnu or Narayana, but now after seeing in Krishna, his mind became fixated on them. Therefore, he started seeing them while chanting his mantra. And tam Chavayan Vrajbandhu mantra hetuho Puratanim nistham eva apayan Krishno Vakuntham tamadarshya. But then what Krishna did, that he removed this fixity of Akrura on him and brought his mind back to his earlier fixity on Narayana or Vishnu, and then showed him his Vakuntha. So that's what will be described in upcoming slokas. Tau rathastau kathamiha sutau anak dundubhe tarhi svit sandane nasta iti unmajya vachastasa tatrapi cha yatha purvam asinau punareva sa namajyad darshanam yanme mrishakim salile tayo. So now what he sees, that when he saw them there, then he says, what is this? How come they are here? I just made them sit on the chariot, and now they are here inside the lake. I thought only I was coming to take bath, but they are also here. So then he came out of the water, and then he sees they are sitting there, both of them. So tau rathastau, he says they are on. First he says that they were there, how they are here, these two sons of Vasudeva. Tarhi svit sandanenasta, are they not there? When he saw them here, he says, I left them there, they are here, are they not there? So therefore he came out and he saw them there also. So he was shocked. So tatrapi cha yatha purvam asina. He saw them as he has left, sitting on the chariot, they are sitting just in the same way. And then he again went inside to see, was that fake? Which one is real? Is this one real or is this one real? So, sthanurva purushava. So this one or that one? Is this real or that real? Which one? So then he's thinking. So bhuyas tatrapi sodrakshit stuyamanam mahishwaram siddhacharan gandharvair asurair natakandharaihi sahasra shirsham devam sahasrapana maulinam nilambaram vishasvetam shringai svetam ivasthitam. So then when he went inside, he saw them again, but now he sees Ananta Shesha. So Balaram became Ananta Shesha and Krishna became Vishnu or Narayana, who is an Ananta Shesha. So he sees now the Vaikuntha. not Vrajiya Krishna. So first he was seeing Krishna and Balaram in Vraj. Now he is seeing Krishna Balaram of Mathura. They shifted. So he sees that Ahishwaram, the chief of the snakes, that is Ananta, he saw him first, and he is being glorified by the Siddhas, Charanas, Gandharvyas, Asuras, and they were all bowing down to him, lowering their shoulders. And this Ananta Dev had Sahasra Shirsham Devam, he had 1,000 hoods, Sahasrafanam Maulinam, 1,000 heads, 1,000 hoods, and they were all decorated. And he is dressed in yellow cloth, and his body is white like the stalk of lotus. So Bisasvetam, Sringai Svetam Ivastitam. His hoods, they looked like, or his heads looked like the peaks of mountain, white mountain. Swaswamantra Dheya Rupad Api Adbhutam Rupam Ikshitam. So he saw more wonderful form than the form of his worshipable Narayana. Vraje akrurena tatraiva nisthamapi apachetsa. So in Vraja he has acquired the liking for Krishna and Balaram. Tam Chayavayan Vrajbadhu Mantra Heto Puratani. And now this was removed and his old Nishtha was given to him. So Krishna Vakuntham Tamadarshit. Krishna showed him Vakuntha. Dvitiya Nimajjane tu tam swansam Sri Vishnum tan mantropasya daivatam darshan. But now when he goes second time, he sees only the Devata whom he worships, and that is Vishnu. So not Krishna and Balaram. Tatraiva tan manonishtham dharetum tat parikara ananta shakham tadrupam api shakshad anubhavayamasa. And along with Vishnu, he also showed his associate, that is Anantadev, to make his mind stable in that form. So he had direct experience of it. Madabhishta devo vakunthanatha eva vasudeva grihe avatirne gyapya mascha. So Krishna made him understand that his worshipable Deva, Vishnu, has appeared in the house of Vasudeva in the form of Krishna and Balaram. Bhuya iti trayodasbhi. Now in 13 slokas, this will be described what he witnessed there. Tatra dvabhyam baldevamsham shesham varnayati. So in these two slokas, the expansion of Baldev, the Sheshnaga or Ananta Shesha, is being described. Sahasram Fana Maulaya Kiritani cha Vidyante Yasyatam. So he had thousands of hoods or heads, and on top of that there are helmets. Tam Brihadyadi Ityadivat Ini. So in Malini, Ini Pratyay applied. Shringai Sikharai. So they were compared like to the mountain peaks. Shvetam Kailasam eva. White like the Kailas mountain. Dadrishu Brahmano Lokam Yatra Kruro Adhyagat Puraityatra Brahmano Lokam. So why this is being described here as Vakuntha Loka? What he is seeing? Because earlier it came when Nanda Maharaj was kidnapped by Varuna. Krishna went there Then all the Brajvasis wanted to know where they will be in their next life. And then he brought them here to this lake, Brahmarada, same lake. And they saw Vaikuntha there. So it is the same Vaikuntha which is being shown. So this is the boundary between Braj and Mathura. So that's why he has to bring them to this particular place to see Vaikuntha. Because if he shows them Braj, they will think, what is this? We are already here. So he has to show them little Aishwarya. So iti atra Brahmano lokam Vakuntham. So this Brahmaloka is the Vaikuntha. Swami Vyakhyanat. Sridhar Swami has described it. This was also described in Krishna Sandarbha in great detail. Vaikuntha api yatha shesha iti Bhagavatamrit Vakyaccha Jale Akruro Vaikunthamayeva Apashyaditi Prahu. So in Brihad Bhagavatamrit also it is described that in water Akrura saw Vaikuntha. So now there are 13 slokas describing what he saw. Tasya utsange ghansyamam pita kausheya vasasam purusham chaturbhajam shantam padma patrarunekshanam. So there he saw that on the snake coil was Vishnu, who was blackish, like blackish cloud in color, and wearing yellow dress, beautiful, with 4 hands, very peaceful, and his eyes like the lotus leaves, Padma Patra, and reddish in color. So, but lotus leaf are round. So it is a lotus flower. Charu prasanna vadanam, charu hasa nirikshanam, subhrunnasam charu karnam, sukapola arunadharam. So charu means beautiful. So 3 times the word charu is coming in this sloka. Charu signifies something which is exquisitely beautiful. It's called charu. So charu prasanna vadanam. He had a very pleasant, beautiful face. Charu hasa nirikshanam. And he had a smiling look, beautiful. And subhru, very nice eyebrows. And unnasam, raised nose. Charu karnam, very beautiful ears. Sukapola arunadharam, and very nice cheeks and reddish lips. Pralamba pivar bhujam, tungam saurasthalashriyam, kambu kantham nimna nabhim, valimat pallavodaram. And he had long, stout arms and raised shoulders and wide chest which has a mark of Lakshmi on it, and his neck is like the conch having 3 lines, and deep navel, and he also has a nice belly with also 3 lines, and it is in the shape of the leaf of Ashwatha tree, means like what you call this side, tapered. So that is called Pallavodaram. Charu Janu Yugam, no, Brihat Katitat Shroni, Karbhoru Dvayanvitam, Charu Janu Yugam, Charu Jangha Yugal Samyitam. So he has wide hips and what you call this part, and he has nice thighs like the elephant trunk, Karbhoru Dvayanvitam, And Charu Janu Yugam, he has very beautiful knees and also thighs. Tunga Gulfa Aruna Nakha, nice calves and reddish toenails. Vrata Didi Bhirvritam, from that the rays of light was coming. Navangulya Angushta Dalair Vilasat Pada Pankajam, his lotus feet appeared beautiful with the toes which had fresh Anguli and Angushta. In English he only calls toes for everything, but in Sanskrit toe means only the big toe, and other are called fingers. So, like hand, it's the same as in hand, you have thumb and you have fingers. So for feet also there is a toe and fingers in Sanskrit. In English everything is a toe. So here toe. Right? Toe and toe. Toe. Sumaharha mani vrata krita katkangadaihi Kati Sutra Brahma Sutra Hara Nupura Kundalai. So he had very expensive gems and necklace, diadem, bracelets, armlets and belt, Kati Sutra here. And also he has sacred thread, Brahma Sutra, Hara Nupura. Nupura is for the feet, and nice earrings. So that's all various ornaments. And Bhrajamanam Padmakaram Shankha Chakra Gadadharam Srivatsa Vakshasham Bhrajat Kaustubham Vanmalinam. So he was beautified with one lotus flower in his hand, and in the other three hands he has a conch, disc and club. So one thing is that he is well occupied, ready. If somebody wants to fight, club is there, chakra is there. And then Srivatsa Vakshasham, he has the Srivatsa mark on this chest, and there is also Kaustubh Mani, and he has one mala, this famous garland going up to the knees. So this is the most elaborate description, you see. Sunandana Nanda Pramukhai Parshadai Sankadibhi Suraisai Brahmarudradrai Navbhischa Dvijottamai. And then he is surrounded by his Parshadas, who are Sunanda Nandan, headed by Sunanda Nandan. And there are also Sanakadi, Sanak Sanandan, Sanat Kumara. There are also Indra, Brahma, Rudra, and Navbhischa Dvijottamai. And the 9 Dvijas, all these Vasishtha, Pulastya, Kratu, Daksha, all these, they are also there. Then there is Prahlada, Narada, Vasu, Pramukhair, Bhāgavato-tamaihi, Stuyamanam, Prathak Bhavair, Vacho, Bhir, Amalatmabhi. Then there is Prahlad, Narada, Vasus, who are the great devotees, all of them. He was being praised by them with their different moods and prayers, and Amalatmabhi, all these pure-hearted devotees. Then he is being described with his various energies. Shriya Pushtya Girakantya Kirtya Tushtya Ilayorjaya Vidya Vidya Shaktya Maya Chanishevitam. He was also being served by these various Shaktis called Shri, Pushti, Gira, Kanti, Kirti, Tushti, Ila, Jaya, Vidya, Avidya. Avidya was also there, Shakti, Maya, all these surrounding him. There are 16 potencies. Vilokya Subhrisham Prito Bhaktya Parmaya Yutaha Hrishyat Tanuraho Bhava Pariklin Atmalochana. So when Akrura saw this, Then he was extremely pleased. He was delighted to see that. And with great devotion, his heart was full of love and his hair stood on end. And with devotion, the tears were coming from his eyes. Then gira gadgade astoshit sattvam malambya satvataha pranamya murdhana vahita kritanjali putashanai. Then with faltering voice he recited prayers by holding on to his sattva, his forbearance, that sattvata devotee. He bowed down with his head to them and folded hands. Gradually he recited prayers. So these prayers will be described in the next chapter. This is the end of this chapter. There is some commentary, you can quickly read that. So Krishnasya amsam Narayanam varnayati. This is Narayana, who is expansion of Krishna. Tatsya utsanga kundalikrita dehardhe vilokya ekadashena slokena anuva. And Narayana is on the coil of Anantadev, half of his body of Ananta. Tunga ansu murasthala shriyas-cheti dvayo karam dharena ek padam valaya. Just giving some Sanskrit. Samas is karam dharya. Valaya striyangamina rekha santi yasya tat valimatam. So he has got 3 lines on belly and in the neck. Pallavat. Pallav is like the leaf of Aswatha tree. Sadrisha mudram, his belly is like that, tapered. Briyadbhyam katitat shronibhyam. So his katitat shroni, his hips and this back is wide. Karab sadrisha urude nacha anvitam katitatam nitamba. Shroni kati shroni kokudvati manibandhat. So Karabha has 2 meanings. Karabha is sometimes described like the trunk. This part from here to here is also called Karabha. So when they describe the thigh, then they describe thighs like this, means thick here and then tapered. So that is called Karabha. Tunga gulfa iti gulfasya tungataisham matreneyu yakheya ati sokurmayat. So these calves are high, soft. Nava anguli angustocha, and the toes are fresh looking. Dalani te sobhmane pad pankaje, and beautifying his feet. Yasatam पृथक भावैरिति पार्षदै स्वामित्वेन संकादै ब्रह्मत्वेन ब्रह्माद्यै परमेश्वरत्वेन मरीच्याद्यै प्रजापतित्वेन प्रह्लाद्यै रष्टै देवत्वेन तत्र वसुरूपचर. So different people glorified with their different bhavas. Some are his parshadas, some consider him as their master, some consider him as Brahma, just like Sankadi, and some consider him as Parameshwara, the controller, as Brahma. Marichi, etc. sages consider him as Prajapati. Prahlad considered him as Ishta Devata. Vasu mentioned here is Uparichar Vasu, is also Parshada. Purvadi Ashtasu api Dikshu Sankadya. So they were all in 8 different directions. So Sankadi, Paschat Sankadi, they are on the back side. Brahmadya Dakshine Bhage, Brahma etc. on the right side. Marichadya Vame, Marichi sages, these 9 sages on the left side. Prahladadya Sammukhe, Prahlad, Narad etc. in the front. Narada Sammukharde, Narada is also in the front part. Eteja Sarveva Nitya Prapanchika Brahmadya Etad Brahma Vibhutayo Jaya. So these are all eternal associates. These are not the one which are in the material world, and the one which in the material world, Brahma, Marichi, Pulha, Pulastya, Kratu, Vasishtha, all these sages are expansions of them. This is stated in Padmottar Khanda. Nitya sarve pare dhamni yecha necha divokasa Tevai prakritanake asmin anityastri diveshvara iti. So all these devas mentioned here, they are eternal in the spiritual world, and those who are in the material heaven, upper planets, they are material. Shriya iti Shreyadya Swarubhuta Tatra Shri Aishwarya. So Shri refers to the Aishwarya Shakti. Pushti refers to Bala, strength. Gir Jnanam, Gir refers to Jnana. Kanti refers to Shri, beauty. Kirti refers to the fame. Tushti refers to Vairagyam. So these are the 6 Aishwaryas. Then Shaktaya Ila. Ila refers to Bhu Shakti, and that is earth. With it the Sandhani Shakti, Antaranga Yasya Bhuti Prithvi. Prithvi is an expansion of that. Urja Lila Shakti Antaranga. So Urja is the Antaranga Shakti. Yasya Bhuti Bhulokasta Tulsi. And Tulsi is a manifestation of that here in the material world. Vidya Vidya Jivanam Mukti Sanskriti Hetu. Vidya and Avidya are the cause of liberation and bondage of living beings. Bahiranga Shakti. Mahalakshmi Ladani Antaranga. Mahalakshmi is Ladani Antaranga Shakti. Maya Vidya Vidya or Mulbhuta Bahiranga. Maya is the source of Vidya Shakti and Avidya Shakti. Bahiranga. Chakarat Tadadhina Jiv Shakti. Cha is mentioned there, it also refers to the Jiv Shakti which is Tatastha. Etabhi Nitram Sevitam. So he was being served by all these Shaktis. And this is the end of chapter 39. Any question? Yes.
So Mohini is asking, I have a grammar question. I have a grammar question. In verse 36, Yavad Yavad is used. Sometimes I see Yavad Tavad combination. Is there any difference between using Yavad Yavad or Yavad Tavad, or have both the same meaning?
Verse 36, what is the question?
If there's a difference in meaning between Yavad Yavad and Yavad Tavad.
Yavat Yavat? Where is it? 36, there is no Yavat. Oh, that's 36. What is there in 36?
It's Yavad Alakshyate Ketur Yavad Renu Rathasya Cha.
Yavat is just like you have as long as, that's what it means. Yavat and Tavat, they go together. In English you say as long as, you say as 2 times. Or you say as far as. So you use as 2 times. In English you will say Yavat and Tavat. They go together. Yatha Tatha. Yadris Tadrish. So Yena Tena. This is in Sanskrit, they always go like that. These are all forms of Yat and Tat. So Yat Tat or Nitya Sambandha.
So I think the question is that here only Yat is given and not the Tat.
It's understood, because when you have one, the other one is understood.
And I would like to know about this darshan that he had. So Ananta Shesha, right, is a snake form, right? So the snake form having blue cloth, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And so it's not a human snake or half human, half snake, it's like pure snake, purely a snake body.
Well, it says he has hoods. That's what the word was used, fana. So hood means what? Like you have this hood when you put on your head. So maybe he has head and hood both.
And also when he saw them in the water, was it like a reflection? Or was it more like, when he saw Krishna and Balaram in these
What reflection of whom?
So what I understood is that he went to the Yamuna or to this lake, and then
He's seeing inside the water.
inside, like below, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only question is that how he was breathing there. That has to be considered. Not outside. He was in the water.
And did I catch correctly that first he saw, oh, these are Krishna and Balaram, and then he saw, oh, they are actually Ananta
He saw
Shesha.
Krishna Balaram, then he came out and he saw Krishna Balaram there, then he went again.
And
Now he saw this.
Yeah. Okay. And also in that regard, I found interesting when he took permission to go. When he took permission from them to go to the lake, and they were in the Ratha, in the chariot. So how would this look like according to the customs? I saw that Sanatana Goswami, he wrote Sprishtva. So after touching them, how would this look like?
Prishtva.
Sprishtva, yeah.
Prishtva means asking. Why
No,
touching?
Sprishtva.
That must be mistake.
Oh, okay.
Prishtva, not Sprishtva. It's just like informing that please be there, I'm going, that's what it means. Okay, Sandeep.
Pranam Babaji Maharaj. I was not getting clear on this point that Tulsi is a manifestation of Antaranga Shakti, Leela Shakti. What is Tulsi manifestation of?
What he's saying is that there are devas there in spiritual world, they are eternal. Brahma is there, Narada is there, Shiva. And then you have also Brahma here, that's a material manifestation. So similarly what Tulsi is here, it's manifestation of potency from the spiritual world. Was it Canto? No, it was different. Rāsa-līlā, Urja, Vidya, Shakti. Shakti is mentioned there.
The verse is Tushti, not Tulsi. It's Tushti.
No, in the commentary he is saying it.
But in the verse also is...
Tushti is separate. Tushti means nourishment. Okay.
So when we are offering Tulsi to the Lord in the worship, so is it with this bhav that your Shakti we are offering back to you, or is there some other logic?
No, logic is he likes Tulsi, so he offers Tulsi to him. Tulsi is a devotee. It's also prescribed, it's not just logic. Anything else? Okay. Sailesh was there, so he wanted to say something.
Pranam Babaji, this time I had a question about the small detail that Vishnu was being described as smiling. And I remember in the past classes you explained that the personality of Vishnu as such is more like a serious person. He never smiles, something along these lines. So any significance with regards to this smile of his that is being depicted?
Generally he's not, but it's not that he's been forbidden to smile. He can also smile. And just to describe that his face was beautiful looking and affectionate. Smiling also, smiling that okay, what do you think of us now? You saw us Krishna and Balaram, now you see us like this. So you can think like that.